Welcome, everybody, into episode 287 of the Dumb Marks podcast. We are kicking off WrestleMania weekend with day one of Potomania. The screen looks a little different if you're watching. We got the four-man booth here, plus our friend Marz. How's everybody doing today?
What up, Marz?
Another day.
Marz, what's going on?
Everybody getting excited for WrestleMania?
You can tell by the tone.
Yeah.
It's usually the happiest day of the year for wrestling fans.
I was not feel that way.
I was okay until the main event segment last night, and then it just completely took me out.
I didn't watch any of it.
The bro code, I love you. No, I love you. No, we love the fans. Let's celebrate with them. Gag me.
Storyline.
Just like Dave Chappelle said on the Chappelle Show, I give them titties 2 thumbs down.
Wish I had more hands so I could get those 4 thumbs down.
Yeah.
You can tell they're losing.
So what's the champions? Because that kind of feels like it's champion versus champion talk there.
Well, I don't know if it's that necessarily. Like, I was watching the clock and I'm like, there's still like 10 minutes left. It seemed like filler.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like, they wrapped up the Andre battle early. They still had 10 minutes. They're like, oh, Cody and Punk just go out there and thank the fans. Yeah, like, because that has nothing to do with nothing. Like, you had both of them out there to give each other a pep talk before their match.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me? When Randy and Roman have been on just a blitzkrieg of annihilating them two in the media all week. Roman especially.
Oh,
he
yeah.
has been dropping bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb on Punk. To no retort. Like, that's the Roman I wanted to see on TV leading up to this. You wanted to put it in clips and edits and videos the week of Mania.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But instead, I'm old. You're old.
Yeah, that's what we got on TV.
Mm-hmm.
No, the Roman that we got this week, that was what we needed to see this whole time.
Agreed.
Roman said the writing suffered lately, so.
Agreed. It's been a struggle to tune in this WrestleMania build. It's been a real, once Oba does his strut, I'm like, I'm gonna turn this shit off.
And there you go. There you go.
I haven't even turned this shit on, Marz.
In all seriousness, like, if you would have skipped from the Rumble and didn't watch anything, but you started with social media this week and the kickoff show yesterday, you'd be excited for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like, you really would.
Yeah.
I mean, they have hit a home run this week as far as interviews with whether it's Shannon Sharp, whether it's Jey Uso and Cameron getting into a fight, whether it's Pat McAfee dropping in live from his show to just absolutely zipper burn the fans, as he put it, thinking they were going to get a big AEW signee the week of Mania. Like, everything has been a home run this week.
But you know what? They still have that fan base that tunes in for pay-per-views but doesn't watch the main show. So you're still getting that viewership, and to them, it's all.
It's a tradition.
I'd say more so this weekend. The casual fans will tune in than any other month.
Yeah. And they're seeing the highs. We're going through the mud.
Hey, I just noticed something. Did the mark underneath me buy the new Pirates hat?
Yeah.
You gave them money?
So I bought in support of my daughter, who on Thursday, as part of the Air Force ROTC program for her high school, did the color guard for the national anthem at the game and got to go out onto the field and do that. So me being the proud, supportive parent that I am, I bought merch, a hat and a shirt to wear to the game, to buy a ticket to support my daughter. Who was at the game. One and only game that I got.
One of these things is not like the other.
I went to the same game last year, the one and only game I went to. However, after being there and watching them, I may go to a couple more this year.
They got you.
The
VKF style. The VKF style. I pulled you back in.
Bucko Fever may be caught around here because they are an entertaining bunch to watch. So yes, I did buy, and it's a nice hat too. It got the bridges in the background too.
What a mark.
You're calling me a mark for being a supportive father. That's what you're calling me a mark for?
No, if you would have had an ROTC hat on, that's being a supportive father.
I can't buy that merch.
All right, before we get into more WrestleMania and our predictions for the week, we got our boy Marz joining us in today. Marz, there's been a lot going on in your world lately.
It has been a lot going on. As you guys know, this is the last season of the Down in the Den podcast in its current format. So that ends in June. But I've started a record label. So Real Don't Die Records. Ironically, the Real Do Die, but that was the name of the record label that we came up with. So
Okay.
And we do have our first release. It's an R&B record named after, you have The Weeknd, I'm the Den, or DEN, and completely written, produced by me. I have some phenomenal artists out there doing the vocals because I can't sing worth a lick. I do have one song that I'm singing on, and I sound like Nate Dogg for some reason. But
hey, auto tune's a hell of a thing, Morris. Auto tune's a hell of a thing.
That song is actually doing really well, surprisingly, and it's me. I'm like, you guys like this? So working on the music. It's been a phenomenal journey, and we've got a ton of releases. So if you guys like music, which hopefully is most people, I'm a multi-genre artist. I write everything. I grew up listening to everything. So we got some pop, some country, some hip hop, some R&B, whatever you like. We have something. The best way to go to support that is go to my SoundCloud. I know I sound like a 45-year-old SoundCloud rapper, but I assure you it's very little rap up there. But it's just the D.E.N, the DEN. You guys can check that out. It's about 70 songs up there. And then if you have Spotify, Apple Music, same thing, the D.E.N. Ton of new music out there. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. I'm proud of it. And we can't wait. We got some performances coming up during the summer, which I'm super nervous about. But I'm excited doing this new journey. So it's going to be dope.
Doing local? You going out?
Local. I'm going to do some in Virginia Beach. We have some lined up in Washington, D.C.
Oh, Virginia Beach, D.C. Is that a road mark? Is that a Dumb Marks road trip?
Sounds like it.
You're more than welcome, man. And then later in the year, New York, which I'm super nervous about because Yankees. as a Southerner, those Yankees will disrespect you, but it's going to be fun. So a long-term dream of mine. I've been writing music since third grade. Maybe I was actually on the news in third grade for rapping about Desert Storm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was in the class for we were gifted kids who were reading at a college level in third grade, and this is obviously during the Desert Storm, and they asked us to write a project or write a paper about how we feel coming from a military town. I'm from Virginia Beach, Hampton Roads area. We're a big military town, and I wrote a rap song, and the whole story went from these gifted kids to this rapping kid. So I was like a little local celebrity for a few years. It was really like 8 Mile in Hampton Roads, where like high schoolers would come and try to battle a third grader. And like, news, I got some bars for you. And I'm like, I'm 9, sir. Please. Please. But yeah, so try to follow the dreams. Maybe next year I'll be on the WrestleMania card. Because apparently, if you can get famous enough, you can get a spot on the card. So that's the whole goal.
I gotta do his point.
I'm sure your music is a lot better than Def Rebels. So we will, gladly champion that. But is that R&B project? That's a full album that's going to drop.
Full length album's out. It's out right now. Under, like I said, the DEN alias. You can look it on your Spotify or Apple Tunes or whatever the young kids listen to music on. And I
use YouTube Music, and it's on there too.
It's on YouTube Music as well.
Now you heard it here first. So when Mars and the record label blow up, Mars, remember where you came to first, and don't forget about your boys who's out there.
You guys
look
like
the cause.
Background dancers, and I'm ready.
Hey, don't listen. I spent many nights on the dance floor and up on the booty bar, dropping it like it's hot. So you need me out there to get it out there, boy. I will gladly get out there. Okay.
How many songs do you think you got in you, Steve?
I can go. I'm limber now. I lost the weight. I'm down 75 pounds. I'm out there all night on the dance floor.
You're like, he works.
The cardio's up.
The cardio's
good.
up.
I was gonna say, what's gonna kick your ass more, the stage or cutting grass?
Well, cutting grass is on the hill. That's a little different. That's the workout before I go out there and two-step all over that stage.
I'm looking to sign a boy band and bring that back. So we just need one more member, and I think we're ready.
Can't sing. Can't sing. Even with auto-tune, it ain't gonna work.
That technology, baby. It doesn't matter.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure there were some boy bands out there that didn't matter for us. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. Instead of Boys to Men, it'll be Fat to Slim, and that'll be our boy band name. Jason's gonna be the fattest one out of all of us coming up here.
I was gonna say, how about Fat at Heart?
We'll get stage name after all the GLP-1, so you'll be with Govi.
No, this is all natural. This ain't no GLP-1. This is all natural.
I'm thinking mine. I'm 22 pills down. Thank you. 22 pounds down. Thanks to Govi.
I'll be Ro.
This is all DDPY over here. Okay.
I could just be in the background, like, yeah.
Like, man,
there always needs to be that one. Always.
Yeah.
Just need somebody to be like, girl, all those times you cheated on me.
Oh, be like Michael on Boys to Men, just out there dropping, singing, talking the hook.
That's on the stage.
Put the bass in the voice and get out there.
Yeah.
You left me. Oh, and I got a lot of heartbreak to write songs about right now. So we
Adele down there.
Yeah.
Odell.
Mar's got some country.
And Odell.
And I promise there's no bullying in our label. There's no baby oil involved. There's nothing you have to do. Just show up to the studio. That's it.
Jason, you still got family down in the DC area?
I do. Yeah. Probably with room to spare.
There we go.
The fusion dance.
We look like a mob color palette right now. That's what we look like.
DJ, a lot of people don't know what that fusion dance is. Especially on here. Probably just me. That's it.
I was gonna say the screen's like one of those paint swatches where it just starts light and gets.
Yeah. We got white, off-white, cream, tan, and brown. That's what we got on the paint.
That's what name.
The follow guy look like when you put a picture through Chat GPT and ask it to duplicate. It's slightly different each time.
Yeah,
exactly.
There you go. That's the group's name, Abstract Art.
Color theory. I like the color theory line there, Jay. That's a good one. Listen, I know this is Podomania, and this is all about WrestleMania weekend and WrestleMania this and WrestleMania that. But can we please,
no,
before we get into all that.
No.
Well, you still want to get on and pod. I've been holding this for
get off the soapbox.
3 days.
No.
All right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna do it by myself.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ben.
No. We won't do it. It's cool.
Yeah, honestly, I figured that was your mush. So
No, I mean, if we're getting into Mount Rushmores and mushes, then that's fine. I'll save it for the mush.
let's,
What is your mush?
I got stuff. I got Rushmore mushes.
All right.
I do.
let's kick it off with the mushes then. So go ahead, Steve, kick it off.
But you want to spend all the time? You just shut me down and then throw it to the first on the
You
mush?
can throw it back out.
Yeah, what is that?
I knew it was coming, so I had to bust your balls a little bit.
Pause.
Big ball.
Super pause. I have been Twitter thumbed out this week with people going back and forth. AEW, Darby Allin, MJF, 3-minute squash match, 2 ball shots and 4 coffin drops. I said it on Wednesday. I've said it Thursday. I've said it Friday. I've said it this morning. This was their AEW finger poke of doom moment. This was the worst pandering, cheap thrill, hot shot. Let's try to steal some headlines, lack of vision, short-sighted, hometown man decision I think I've ever seen in the 30-plus years that I've watched pro wrestling.
So I didn't watch the match. I didn't watch Dynamite at all. So
It's on you.
Good.
It's on YouTube.
So yeah, I didn't know it was only that. I didn't know it was a quick match. I didn't know it was a squash like that. So
Squash. Super squash.
Yeah.
my week was crazy. I haven't watched anything since Sunday. So
And for everybody out there that's saying this is long-term storytelling,
That's
bro. If MJF wins with a headlock takeover in 2021 and Darby Allin pins him with a headlock takeover in 2022, that's not long-term storytelling. That's what you call a callback. And even then, the callback don't make sense for the times. You gave the entire night away by everything that you did on screen.
Yeah.
The only thing that was shocking about Darby winning, which was if you weren't sure whether or not he was going to win, as soon as Sting appeared, you knew it was a done deal. Lock it up, because you're not getting Sting out of retirement in the full face paint after he said, December, my last Comic-Con, I'm not putting on the paint no more.
yeah,
4 months later, he's back in paint.
Yeah.
money talks.
So if you're going to roll all that out, you know what the outcome is going to be before they start the match. And then you swerve me with Darby winning in 3 minutes and save the old, MJF wasn't at his best. MJF was celebrating. MJF just went 40 minutes with Kenny Omega. He took his eye off the ball. Anybody can get caught. This is the new age Mick Foley winning on Raw. No, it's not. No, it's not. Darby and Mick Foley are not alike.
I mean, just saying it's the finger poke of doom or anything, that's to be determined. Calling on the spot, no, you don't know that yet. That's all to be determined down the road.
You took your main guy, your marquee guy, your draw, the pillar of pillars, and you had him lose in a 3-minute squash match.
Yeah. I don't believe that at all. That
For
Darby
what?
Allin
To drop
squashed
it back? To drop it back 4 weeks later at Double or Nothing in New York? Just to give Darby what? A transitional run in his hometown of Seattle?
No. If anything, if you really wanted to give Darby the title, give it to him at Double or Nothing in a match, like a real match.
And
So,
then
yeah.
you want to know what the best part of my week was? People out there in the mentions, in the comments, this, that, and the other. The saint of all saints for AEW sickos, Dave Meltzer, gets on his show, and what's he do? Darby's not a top guy. Why are you putting the belt on Darby? Heavyweight champions are supposed to be for your top 4 to 5 people. Darby's not that. When Meltzer's telling you that, from an AEW perspective, what are you guys seeing?
I mean, we've said this. When did Brian retire? Almost 2 years ago. we were expecting this title run 2 years ago to start. So we knew it was coming at some point.
But that's fine in the
yeah.
moment because he's been ice cold for 6 months.
Literally,
He's done nothing but feud with the War Dogs.
I mean, I expected it more whenever he came back from climbing the mountain.
Yeah.
That's whenever I really expected it. Or before, and then, you know, he took the title with him or something, you know. And
so Tony Khan said this week that it's a one-man creative show and he's listening to his gut no more. That's all he's doing. He's listening to his gut and he's booking based off of that. He may take suggestions, but it's all about him now. He's doing it. And the first thing that he does with his gut is put the title on Darby Allin, who Tony Khan looks at probably as, this is me, because they're the same height and weight. You mark.
listen, I thought all week I thought the same thing. It's not the same, but it reminds me of like when Jinder won the title. And I said it then, and I'm going to say it now. Let me see what they do with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to shit on it now. Is it a decision that I wanted to do? No. But let me see what they do with it and see if it pays off, and then I'll see how it goes.
For me, he could have. Go, Jason.
Do I have an issue with him having a run? No, I don't mind it. It's just how it happened. The squash match was what irked me.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say too. The squash matches wasn't believable. Not with Darby Allin's status, like his, features and all that stuff. A squash match, no. That's a big man move.
And then you have Camille come back and lose again. You bring her back after 526 days of not being seen. You put her out there right before American Gladiators drops. Excalibur botches the debut of that show during the pre-show, and she gets a title shot right away and loses to Willow, who she took out and injured on Saturday night. But she can win,
but MJF can't.
And if you don't want to take the title off Willow, why put her in that situation to come back?
Because Willow's now the comeback killer, whatever that means. So people that are injured come back, face Willow, and lose. That's the moniker that you're giving Willow. What are we doing?
Nobody come to my side.
Nobody has laid out one solid argument against any of my points to justify this title win at that moment for those reasons.
It's almost impossible to argue those points, but I think we all feel the same. I mean, AEW, and I've said this before, it's been a mess for a long time. And I've never been a fan of Darby Allin. I like a hardcore match. We all loved ECW growing up just as much as anyone, but some of the stuff he does is just like, come on, man. Like going through plate glass and jumping off of mountains or whatever the hell he does. And, pink mink coat, and he's like 112 pounds. It's a lot going on with Darby Allin. And I can understand, but when people say he's the modern day Jeff Hardy, he is not. I can assure you, Jeff Hardy has more charisma in his right pinky finger than Darby Allin has in his entire body. And once again, the whole Papa Sting thing is getting like, why are you still showing up in face paint, Sting? I don't get it. You're telling me you got on the plane, painted your face to give that man a pep talk. Like, I understand it's a fictional world that we're living in, but it should have some semblance of reality. And then the coffin drop, which looks like it hurts him more than anybody else. And like you said, he's transitional. He's I wouldn't go finger poke of doom. I wouldn't even go gender, but it is certainly giving great Khali with the title vibes. Don't like it. Didn't like it one bit. And it was a mess. And like I said, we all know how this ends with MGF retaining or, regaining at the next event.
Or do they go, because we talked about, Omega getting the title back, do they go multi-man? So it's not MJF that gets it, that it's someone else that takes the title.
I don't care.
Yeah, Steve, I'm with you. It doesn't matter. The story is shot. The plot's blown up.
Especially for how big like with them being in New York for Double or Nothing, so they're trying to sell out that large venue. Like, that's not the right call to go into it, unless
bro,
Darby's more popular in New York than we realize.
After that,
help.
after those decisions, like you as an AEW diehard and sicko, you have no room to talk on anything that WWE books. You have no room.
Well, they're all bad right now. So,
and they're like, "Oh, you don't watch the show. You don't watch the show, bro." I've been to more AEW events than I have WWE events the last 6 years.
Sorry.
Watched it since day one. Like, don't come at me and tell me I ain't watched the show, bro. Like, come on. All right, that's it. I'm off my horse.
Marz, you got anything bad from the week that stands out?
There was a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with for my mush of the week was hilarious but completely ridiculous Jey Uso Cameron session.
I loved it. I loved it.
It's phenomenal acting. I'll give for Cameron, but Jey Uso, brother, an acting class, you can get those on YouTube for free. Just
YouTube masterclass.
Yeah, just take one or two. Listen to Denzel a couple of times. It's you being disrespectful, Oos.
Yeah.
I love my daddy better than me. Oos. Like I would say all respect to my dad. My dad for keeping. I'm the world champion. Come on now. And then Mace just sitting there. Come on, Cam. It's not. It's not the type of show to do this, Cam. So they were expecting Cameron, I Show Speed, and Logan Paul to be involved somehow in this match. What is this mixed match hodgepodge of random celebrities? And it was a hot mess.
To get you to tune into ESPN2 tonight. That's the reason.
Exactly, in the most ridiculous way. And in the whole yank up. I'm sorry if I'm Cameron. I'm a gangster rapper. Can we, I would have had to pull a Hogan. This doesn't work for me, brother. You're not pick me up behind, open the desk. Let me get a hit or something. But that was for me.
Cameron coming back out after everybody's gone with an ice pack on his head is tremendous.
Selling it, baby.
Jey Uso later going on Nightcap with Shannon and Ocho, carrying it on the beef, talking about it, and then Cam the next day on his show saying he gonna have to see me in Vegas and I'm gonna get jumped by 50 Samoans. That's how this ends. So they're carrying the beef over.
I'll see you Saturday.
If you see Cam in the ring with his boy throwing a splash, that's a rapper. He ain't athletic at all.
Pink coat. I want to see him come down with and Freaky Zeke and the rest of the diplomat.
I don't know if that was Donald's mush too, because me and Donald were talking about like the weekend wrestling, and I don't remember exactly what you said, Donald, but it was like he referenced that one, like that's stupid shit with Jey Uso.
Utterly ridiculous, and the fact that
that's not my mush.
Some people still thought it was real. Like I'm going online and reading the comments, they're like,
"Oh yeah, people were all asking." DJ, I got a take on this.
We'll get into that.
I got a take on it, and I've been putting some Simone booking to that. So,
all right, Donald, what was your mush for the week?
My mush was the Elegance brand versus the TNA Knockout Legends from Rebellion. You talk about an awful match. I mean, that damn near put me to sleep. And we were saying that on Saturday, it was like Mickey came back for this.
Yeah,
like it was bad.
I mean, we got an ODB Hall of Fame announcement out of it, so I'll take that.
That was after the match.
Yeah, the match itself
between the bells was just horrible. The props they pulled out and that, like it had to stop. It did.
Jason, you didn't miss the thing.
Yeah,
you didn't miss the thing.
I missed the pizza. Boy, that was
Yeah, I'll continue on with that in a bit. So, Jason, what was your mush?
It was the main events were early contenders. The main events was Raw and SmackDown. Both Love Fests were terrible, but I'm going with the AEW Trios Championships. Just do away with them. Like
Just
I didn't think the War Dog or the War Dogs.
The dogs.
Yeah.
The dogs.
Yeah, the dog.
I didn't
No,
think they
the
were
dogs,
retaining.
yeah.
I didn't think they were retaining anyway. But this hodgepodge, hopscotch, hot potato with the belts, get rid of them. They haven't been relevant since Daddy Ass and their claim since House of Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
Now,
We were
arguing-
doing research on Saturday.
I was arguing that, bro. They like there's been 12 sets of trio, 12 or 13, well, 13 because the conglomeration won 13 sets of trios champions since the belts debuted.
And
And how many title changes in like the last 2 months?
and you have legit,
Four
every
title
month.
changes.
and you have legit stables you can put them in to validate these belts.
And people are like, well, not every reign needs to be a year or two long like it was in 2021, 2022. It's not about making the reign a year long. It's about making the titles relevant by what
Relevant,
you do
yes.
with the reigns.
Yes,
Mhm.
like you have the demand, a legit trio you could put them on, not 3 members of the conglomeration, not Jet Speed and Hangman, not Jet Speed and Mystico, not Jet Speed and Sin Cara, not Jet Speed and Tony Atlas.
They're the AEW, they're the AEW trios 24/7 titles. That's what they are.
then put Jet Speed in the world title situation.
Did
They
the
don't
tag
need to be in the
titles
trio.
then? Yeah. Put them in the tag titles then.
Like when the House of Black had them, those titles were relevant.
Yes,
They felt like they meant something. Now it's just a problem.
And then you put the TNT title on them to make him a single star.
Jason, whatever you were saying, jet speed this, jet speed that. It was thinking about Spaceball. Spaceballs the dut the dut. Spaceballs the
Yeah, that was definitely a topic that we were talking about the other day, like after the Dogs won it on Saturday night, and
Yeah,
they didn't deserve to be transitional champs like that.
No.
for a day. Well,
Hey, it's Tony Khan's gut.
But now they're in the tag division.
You need some probiotics in that gut because
I was gonna say, yeah, you do. You need some Olipop in there.
Mine's going to continue on with last weekend. Both pay-per-views last weekend overall. Like that was 9 hours of wrestling that I watched, and there was very little good that came out of it. My Rushmore is going to come out of that event, one of those events, but
Same here too.
outside of that, really, like there's not even a full handful of matches that I enjoyed on 2 nights and 9 hours of wrestling. Like it, and I kind of feel like it's going to be that this weekend. That's just going to be, I'm going to waste my time with a whole other weekend of wrestling, and what's going to come out of it? Hopefully they prove me wrong on it, but I'm listening to my gut on that.
Hey, listen, the cards and the events prior to WrestleMania these 2 nights have been really good with really good matches. And just like I said, I tweeted out, if you were going to Vegas and you didn't want to pay the money for WrestleMania, there was so much to do that actually hit the mark from a wrestling perspective that you could have watched with all these other events going on, that you could have got your money's worth and felt like you didn't waste money traveling out to Vegas in that regards.
I did watch Natalya and Shayna last night. Was a little disappointed in that. After the match, I was just like, all right, they're going to continue this on. And then Josh Barnett comes out and says this is the last Bloodsport event for a while. It's just like, okay, so I don't see that happening then. So unless they bring it on WWE, but what those two need to do, they're not going to do in WWE.
Yeah.
I enjoyed them last night.
TKO got in somebody's ear.
Since I talked about the battle last weekend, I'll kick it off with the good.
Claude.
My Rushmore for the week was Mustafa Ali and Trey Miguel from TNA on the pay-per-view. The two of them delivered. Mustafa Ali constantly delivers. That man needs to be TNA World Champion in 2026. I said that in 2025. Said that in 2024. Hopefully this is the year they actually do it. Maybe they'll go with their gut, but not a lot of hope that I have overall in TNA at the moment. But he is the one bright spot in TNA.
Yeah, and Trey hurt himself on the Meteora on the
Yeah.
steps, split his knee, I think he said.
Yeah,
and
had to get some
Man.
stitches afterwards.
and finish that match after that. So, kudos to him for that. But yeah, that was, that was the top 1 or 2 matches of that card in that regards there. So, I had that as a 1A as far as match of the night there. Moose and Special Agent Zero was up there as my 1B. Those two, you could coin flip to get me to pick which one of those was my favorite match of the night. Because
did not expect that match to deliver as well as it did.
Yeah, that was actually my Rushmore because it just came out of nowhere. Two horses between each other and just beating the hell out of each other. Was not expecting that performance by both of them at all. And I'm not a Moose person at all. And I was like, damn, like he really went after it. And Special Agent Zero is just Special Agent Zero. I mean,
he delivers with big guys.
Yes.
Well, I mean, look at Moose and Oba. That was an absolute banger. So like that's where you wish when you look at what Moose does in those types of matches with those guys, like give me a Moose versus a Dijak or give me a Moose versus a Keith Lee. Like those are just absolute show stealers from big athletic men that can do stuff that people don't expect. And it's like, holy shit, look what just happened. And that's how we were on Saturday night. Look at just what happened.
Diving out the ring. And what Moose's foot got caught up or his leg hit the ropes.
Right before the table.
Oh, man, that was... But yeah, to those two, credit.
Mars, we have an independent group here called IWC, and Special Agent Zero, Bill Collier, he was champion there for well over a year.
Nice.
So there's some talent there, and it's nice for him to be able to show that off on a main stage like that too.
That's cool.
All right, Steve, what was your highlight for the week?
As much as I enjoyed the matches that we talked about and everything, my Mount Rushmore this week is Obafemi. You go toe to toe with Paul Heyman on the microphone, and nobody is talking about what Paul Heyman says. Everybody's talking about what you say. You deserve to be on Mount Rushmore for the week. Spotlight of spotlights was on him. He had Triple H in the ring. Like Triple H was out there filling the crowd, getting the energy to put the 10,000 rockets on Oba's back. Not to mention the follow-up. They asked Roman yesterday, who do you see yourself facing off with? And he said, Obafemi. So, get it. Put it on him and don't take it off him because he has been a breath of fresh air. Yes. Pause.
Did you catch the vignette last night?
Yeah.
Man, that was good. That felt like it felt like Thanos talking. It was that had me sold. Like
the Battle of the Titans, the package.
That package, that was dope.
That's the main event.
Paul Heyman was being interviewed by his son, and his son asked him, "Are you pissed off you're not in the main event for the first time since 2019?
6 years.
I think it was."
6 years.
And he said, "Yeah, but it was going to be Seth versus Roman, and that got derailed. It was going to be Braun versus CM Punk, and that got derailed." He goes, "But in a twist of fate scenario, I'm in the main event. I'm in the most talked about match of the weekend. Yeah. So history isn't going to call it a main event, but it's the main event of WrestleMania, and sure as hell is the main event of WrestleMania. That's my number one match of the weekend."
By a long shot. I feel like
it is.
All the black wrestlers that Brock has taken the belt from are hovering over Oba's head. The ghost of Kofi, the ghost of Big E, the ghost of Bobby Lashley, and they're just rooting Oba on. Did you guys see the picture? I hope it's not AI, but the picture of Oba with Brock's daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, that was on top of that.
Just be glad this match isn't taking place during February, or else we know what the outcome would be today.
Absolutely.
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
But Oba for sure was my Mount Rushmore this week.
Thought the crowd was giving him praise. Boy, doing the strut.
And he worked
over
the crowd. He didn't just go from point to point to point. He worked the crowd. He stood in there like a 12-year veteran and has commanded the ring better than some 12-year veterans in the business. So yeah, give me Oba all day.
He's phenomenal on the mic. The look is, if you were doing a creative player and you were just pumping everything to 100, his matches are phenomenal. He's a legit badass. I mean, he's everything. They used to say Randy Orton is who you would design from the ground up as a pro wrestler. In 2026, you can put that monitor on Oba. He is everything that they've signed up to be.
And the beauty with this, right? And we'll talk about this tomorrow, so I won't go too much into it. But the beauty with this is they have Brock's replacement, which they never thought they would get. And I'll just tease that for tomorrow when we get into Sunday's card.
Yeah. All right, Marz, do you have a highlight for the week?
Absolutely. I had been wanting so much more from this feud than what we were getting. But the promo, Jacob Fatu on the cop car.
You liked that last night?
I actually liked that. That did it for me because they've done this with several wrestlers that's been incarcerated, and famously the Booker T, Triple H. And it gets old because I'm always like, dude, they're out now. They're doing something better, especially from Drew and their whole. And I've had some issues like they haven't told us who knocked Jacob's teeth out. There's several people that's been attacked in WWE where the investigation just ended with no reveal. But a lot of cold cases is right up there with GTV. But I really like this promo on the cop car. It really set a nice tone for how I want this feud to end. And that's another person that I want to see them for the remainder of 2026 and 2027 strap that rocket to, because I feel like a Oba Jacob Fatu match.
I've been all gas, no brakes since day one, since MLW days of Jacob Fatu. So you're not gonna I've been on that bandwagon way before people even knew Jacob Fatu. People were like, "Oh, has Jacob lost his aura? Has Jacob lost his aura?" No, Jacob has not lost his aura. He's adding in more personality, but he's still giving you that unhinged Samoan werewolf that he's known for. So I need that from him last night to get me invested in their match based off everything they've done? No. Was it a pleasant surprise to see him cut that type of emotional style promo where it's not just all piss and vinegar, it's giving layers and depth to the man and the character? I think it'll help Jacob even more in the long run by doing something like he did last night.
Absolutely. He's already better on the mic than Jay. And
it doesn't take much.
It doesn't take much.
It doesn't take much. Hey, but he's got Jada, she's his, so I guess Jay is ultimately winning.
The only person who did the cop car better was Dominic Mysterio. WrestleMania.
Calm down over there, okay? Was that last year or the year before?
2 years ago.
That was like 2 years ago.
Donald, you what? All right. You're good?
Yeah, it was Moose and Moose Special Agent Zero.
All right, Jason, what do you got for us?
DJ over there in Cali. What are you giving payday loans over there, DJ?
We've had pull apart brawl after pull apart brawl after pull apart brawl after pull apart brawl. The only brawl that got it right was in AAA, Grande Americano versus Grande Americano.
I'm so glad you brought that up. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Man. You're killing it down there. Like when you see it down there, you're fully invested in that storyline. You see it on the main roster, they're getting double tossed out the battle royal, the 30-man battle royal. I wish it transitioned.
Can you give a moment shout out what Undertaker's going down there?
I was just about to say Big Mark Calloway, trusting his gut down there, huh?
Him and Jeremy Borash have been absolutely phenomenal down there in AAA. They have not put out a bad show since that was amazing. They signed Carolina, so like she came out to kick off the show against Flamer, and it was just like, bro, that hour of wrestling is like what NXT and Lucha Underground used to be, where it's just an hour and you walk away so satisfied and enjoyed everything you've seen. Like, can't miss. I'm surprised that they're not saving it to Triple Mania for the mass versus mass, but I get why they're pumping it now. And yeah, absolutely amazing.
All right. Anything else before we start to get into predictions?
I may have to drop for a minute to use the restroom because I wasn't expecting us to be an hour in before predictions even started.
You don't keep a jug by you? That's what I've been doing the whole.
The road trip jug.
No, you know, JR and Michael Cole, what it depends on during WrestleMania. None of that.
All right, let's kick things off with what's going to happen on ESPN first. So we'll kick things off with The Vision and I Show Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight.
You want to talk about viral moments? This is built solely on viral moments. And I get the audience that they're bringing in with Speed. Logan Paul, say what you will about him, but he's arguably one of the best heels in the business. I expect the Usos and LA Knight to win. Austin Theory take the pin. But this is an eyeballs for eyeballs match sake, and I'm not mad at it in that sense as far as getting an audience in. I just don't know if it's the right match of the two that are on ESPN to go first. But I can see why they want to save Drew and Jacob to lead into the pay-per-view, because while you'll get your oohs and ahs here, then you'll get the serious blood feud match to go into the pay-per-view. So if people are hesitant one way or the other, it's a nice mix to get people to actually sign up for ESPN and continue to watch the main card.
And you get the crowd shot of everybody eating to kick off WrestleMania on ESPN too.
Don't know if I need that, but yes, you will have that.
Yeah.
I don't know if Mars is frozen down there or what right now.
Oh no,
No, I can just stand really
Okay,
still.
I didn't know if the internet down there.
Well, we got good internet in Virginia Beach. We got files, tables, and everything. We're good. But I agree. You're gonna send the people home. He has to take a shit now. We talked about the internet and then the bubble gut.
Hopefully he muted himself.
I see. I actually see the Vision winning this one. At first I was gonna say, send the people home, but I'm gonna say the Vision wins after interference from Cameron, the Dipset, Freaky Zeke. They're all going to interfere and cause Jay, a distraction, and then we get Crash Out Jay to set that story up. So I'm going to say the Vision wins this one.
Yep, I am with you too, Mars. I see the Vision winning because who's the celebrity in here? Don't celebrities normally win at Mania? So there we go. That's my logic.
If Bad Bunny can beat Damian Priest, I'm
like what team? Yep, what team's the celeb on? And it's the Vision. So there you go.
Surprisingly, I don't hate this. I don't hate with Speed being added. This doesn't feel like part of the main storyline. Just feels like a side quest. So and what he's doing is entertaining me. He's not overstepping in the role like Jelly Roll, but I'm here for it. Give me the Vision, and I have LA Knight and Jay going at it. Cost themselves.
Okay. I'm back and forth on this one because I kind of like what I discussed earlier. Donald, I'm with you. I think, with the celebrities, that's usually the big thing here. But when I said the crowd eating, I think it's going to kick off the big happy moment just to kick off Mania being on TV. Mm-hmm. So what's going to get the crowd more into it? Usos and the babyface team winning to kick it off, or the heel team. So I think the babyface is for the win strictly because you're on ESPN2 for this. So we'll see what ends up happening on here. So that'll move us into the second match on ESPN2, the unsanctioned match between Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. You all right, Steve?
It's had to take a quick piss. That's all. That's all.
Good. Kick us off on this one.
I mean, it's all gas, no brakes. I don't know like why are you coming to me for this? You know who I'm picking. Jacob Fatu all day. Even though Drew probably needs to win more, it's Fatu.
Marz.
Absolutely. I agree. All gas, no brakes. Yada, I mean, all of the good stuff. I feel Jacob needs this win. Drew, he's just been WWE champion. He's one of those guys that's big and strong enough that he could lose 10 in a row and you would believe he could be the champ next week. I believe Jacob's a little bit younger, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's like 34, even though he looks like a solid. Him and Oba have some LeBron genes going on where they look a lot older than they are. But I see Jacob winning this in a really hardcore, brutal match, bringing back some of that MLW violence. Drew, we know he has a penchant for violence, and I think it's going to be something that we all just really like grimace at, but I think it's going to be a dope match, and I see Jacob coming off, so the rest of the year, we're going to see him in the title picture for sure.
Donald.
Yeah, I'm going Jacob Fatu, just like what Stephen Moore said. Drew's a team player. He's a team player when it comes to, the talent. I don't know about the bosses wise, but he's a team player and he'll do what's right for Jacob to succeed.
Jason.
I want Drew to win, but I'm going Jacob just to solidify him in this main event scene.
Definitely bound to happen.
Yeah.
We're going to go 5 for 5, so Drew's winning. Yeah, I got Jacob winning this match here. All right, move on next. We're going to go into the Women's Tag Team Championship. The Irresistible Forces, Charlotte and Alexa, Bayley, Lyra, and at the moment, they're still advertising the Bella Twins. Rumor are Nikki isn't cleared to compete.
She's not cleared. She's not cleared, and spoiler alert, you'll get Paige as a surprise to team up with Brie Bella.
Wasn't she a Bella for a day?
Paige was just re-signed to a WWE deal. That news broke yesterday, I believe.
Stop breaking news is shit.
Of course. It's in WrestleMania week. We're still breaking news.
Yeah. Now that can be, they could say the Bellas aren't clear, or they could have the Kabuki Warriors take them out backstage and then they come out, or you can just, drop them off and make this a three-way dance between the three teams listed at the top of the graphic there.
In the Willis Reed moment.
What'd you say, Jay?
In the Willis Reed moment.
Yeah, nah, she's out there bootstrapping it up. I don't want to see Nia and Lash drop it yet. So give me Nia and Nash to keep the belts. And Nia, call me.
Or me,
Or me.
Now, Jay, put your hand down, Jay. Put your hand down, Jay. Not your category.
Go ahead, Morris.
I would like the Irresistible Forces to retain as well. We've already seen Charlotte and Alexa. They had a great run. Bayley and Lyra, I could see them turning heel in this match. But ultimately, in the Bellas, no one asked for that at all. So, if Paige comes back, great. She still makes me nervous, even when she was in AEW. She made me nervous. It felt like she was one fall away from the emergency room. So I really would hope.
Didn't get there yet, Squeeze. Didn't get there yet.
But at the end of the day, it's hard to beat. In the words of the great poet laureate Juvenile, two big fine women. It's hard. It's hard to beat that. Like I love Lash and I love Nia, and they legit look like who can really beat them. And that's what I look for. Like if this was a shoot, would any of those ladies stand a chance against either of those? Absolutely not. So I'm rooting for the irresistible forces. It doesn't work out with Trick Lash. Give me a call. You know. I also
about that.
You know, yeah, irresistible forces all day.
Donald.
It felt like I watched this match for like a month and a half now because of the way they've been going back and forth with each other and everything. But champs are going to retain.
Terrible build.
Yeah. I don't see anybody else taking the belts off of them. Yeah, if the Bellas were healed, you know, that resume check is solid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That might be like the schoolboy. The most unstoppable move ever is a resume check.
Jason.
Give me Bailey and Lyra. It should have been the Bellas. It probably would have been the Bellas, but since they're out, give me Bailey and Lyra. Give it that makeup moment for pulling her last year. And Charlotte, call me.
Everybody gonna call me this match but me.
Yeah, that's because Io, Kyrie, and Oscar's not on it.
Yeah.
Julia, all them ain't on there.
Man, this upcoming week on Dynamite, it's Mina versus Sheeta. Both of you, call me.
It's a Donald on a pole match.
Mars, you were talking about how nobody can stop the irresistible forces. I think this is why it was a fatal four-way match, was to put the title on the Bellas because they didn't have to pin them or beat them. It was someone else would take the pin, probably, unfortunately, Bailey. But if they're not healthy and they do officially get pulled from the match and something happens, irresistible forces keep the titles on them. Save it for another day.
Payback, backlash, whatever one's next.
But if the Bellas end up being healthy in this match, it's Donald's point. It's resume checking. The Bellas win and are the new tag team champions.
Watch the Bellas beat them straight up.
Clean.
Honor and honor.
Clean.
He's
Double
going
pin.
to me in the rack attack.
Double pin.
Yeah. All right, move on to the Women's Intercontinental Championship. AJ versus Becky.
I know this one hasn't been talked about as far as the build goes so much because of I think how great Stephanie and Liv have been with their hostility. Rhea and Jade has been terrible, but these two have put on tremendous stuff in the build up, especially that sit down last week.
Yes, the sit down.
I thought AJ was tremendous in that. And Becky is Becky. She out here getting Danhausen to curse Scam Roberts in catering yesterday at Mania. It was tremendous. Give me Becky. AJ won the belt. She got the title. She has her moment. First WrestleMania back. She's not full time apparently, like we thought she would be. Put the belt back on Becky and let her gloat and run with it because she's tremendous in the role that she's doing currently. So I'll go the man, Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. This low-key has been probably one of my top 3 builds for WrestleMania for both nights. I think AJ's promo where she said, "I'm your daughter's favorite wrestler," was her best promo since she's been back. And the whining Karen go-to management big time bets. I'm not number one. ESPN says it, but it says it. I love that character. She's perfectly awesome. She's gonna end up being a face because the character is so good. I can see that. And I think AJ's 3-0 since she's been back against Becky. So Becky has to win it. And I think that was the whole point of AJ just whooping her every single time and making her tap, is so Becky can have that big moment and have it at WrestleMania. And she's done phenomenal. We're not going to mention the women's U.S. title, but what Becky has done for the women's Intercontinental title, she deserves every penny on that contract. So Becky wins, and I think AJ then goes back to, popping up sporadically or whatever the feud requires. And this will be the end of her little mini run. But yeah, Becky wins that one for sure.
DJ, what's the prediction? And if you are right, we'll let you come on the pod. We're taking open applications because after next Saturday,
nothing, man. I am a.
we're gonna rotate it. We're gonna rotate a fourth in after next Saturday. So yeah, put in the
DJ can take my
now.
spot, not Dog's spot, not his spot, my spot. Donald, you go.
No, Becky got the best of both worlds. We always say a face is like we like the face chasing the title and a heel with the belt. She is a heel who is great chasing the title, and she is a heel who's great with the belt. So I want to see Becky win this because her with the title is amazing, especially heel Becky with the title. It's a great thing. So yeah, she got the best of both worlds.
Give me Becky Lynch. For me, AJ is just a title holder. Becky Lynch builds divisions. Let her go back to building it back up. So
she talked about that on Chris Van Vliet's show this week, and not in a cocky, condescending way, but like look at who has stepped up and who has been quote unquote relevant from working with me, right? Like. So,
I mean, I said this before. Chamber, AJ wins a Chamber. Becky grabs at a Mania. That was the whole point of that. So,
all right, DJ, if they pull this off word for word, like how you said it, you can get host the pod because that's a nice little prediction there.
DJ's like long-term storytelling. All right, let's move into Seth versus Gunther.
Listen, them two on the kickoff show yesterday were tremendous. Gunther on Monday was up there for my Mount Rushmore before Oba got on the microphone with what he said to Seth, and they're pulled apart. I know it's been a 2-week build for these two, but they've absolutely got me hook, line, and sinker invested in watching them two, and they arguably for me can steal the show and be the match of WrestleMania weekend out of the 14 that we have on the card. I'm going with Gunther. You can't have Gunther lose the legend killer moniker, the career ender moniker after what he's done with Cena and AJ. Seth, his story is with Heyman and the Vision. I expect Braun Breaker to make a run in tonight and cost Seth the match and Gunther win. So there's your prediction, DJ.
So Gunther wins by shenanigans.
Yeah, Braun Breaker spear, Gunther choke out, Seth doesn't tap, ref counts it, match over.
Mars.
Like you were in my mind, man. Yeah, almost verbatim. You could just voice over what you just said and put my voice over on it. I agree 100%. The match itself, when I saw Gunther come out, and I was like, what the hell? At first, I was like, these two are not even in the same story stratosphere. This makes no sense. And in 2 weeks, they made me a believer. And that's why they have a position on the card. And at first, I'm like, if you're building up for Seth and Roman, you can't have Seth lose. Then you can't have Gunther. If you're looking for someone to retire Brock, you can't have him lose, which makes me say, who can lose? And then I heard Braun Breaker was cleared, and the answer became crystal clear what happens. I think it's going to be a hard-hitting match. Definitely match of the night, possibly match of the weekend. And I agree. I feel right when Gunther is down and set for the third or fourth curb stomp, we see a man in a hoodie that will spear him at 23 miles an hour and then take off his hood, and you'll see a really tanned orange buff man. It will be Braun Breaker, and that will set up the backlash feud of Braun Breaker and Seth.
You said orange, man. I thought someone else was going to do a run-in.
Well, I heard he's in Vegas. He might show up as well. Who knows? But yeah, I'm going to say Gunther wins with shenanigans, setting up his favor to have Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Donald.
Gunther for the win. He lost last year at WrestleMania. Seth won last year at WrestleMania. So we just flip-flop the results.
Give me Gunther. How do we say? Keep it simple, stupid. All you do was say, "You've been ducking me the whole time I was."
Yeah, I'm the best. No, I'm the best. All right, let's face off.
Yeah. You didn't have to throw nobody in. You just made it simple. Give me Gunther for the win.
The Jelly Roll gonna be this?
No. And Seth yesterday, when they were face to face on the kickoff show, said, Shawn Michaels is the Mr. WrestleMania his generation. Well, I'm the Mr. WrestleMania of my generation. I'm like,
I thought that was CM Punk.
Well, according to Cody Rhodes, it was CM Punk.
Not even close.
I don't know how you could be Mr. WrestleMania when you missed WrestleMania for 10 years. But go ahead.
He said, "Miss the WrestleMania."
As great of an entertainer as Seth Rollins is, he can deliver in the ring. I need to see an NXT UK style match out of these two for WrestleMania. I need to see a fight, hard hitting, just over deliver in this match to be match of the weekend. I'm going with Gunther as well here, so Seth's winning 5 for 5. We're not going to be right.
We knew Chris was picking Seth, of course.
No, my pick is Gunther. That's what I'm saying. 5 for 5. Seth's winning.
Spears Gunther. There you go.
I'm just glad that the Seth Putties and the 100-person shell game routine has been off the screen for the last 3 weeks, and it's just serious Seth against serious Gunther
because they're all hurt because Oba heard them all, and then Seth heard him. I mean, not Seth. Brock heard him. So.
I mean, at the end of the day, Steve, I like both these guys, so whoever wins, I'm happy.
Oh yeah, I'm not mad at the winner. I
bought a black ski mask because I was gonna do it the next week. And that week, no more putty showed up. So nix it. So I was on Amazon ordering ski masks, and they said eyes were wonky. So I ordered another one. Eyes were wonky. Ordered another one, and it's on my mother's Prime. So she texted me. She was like, "Are you getting some YN activities?" Like, hold on. Take her phone away. She don't even know what a YN is. Get out of here.
Me and the boys need to make some money this weekend.
Out there the ski mask way.
Have you ever saw the movie Point Blank?
You never watched Dead Presidents?
Takers Part 2.
Moving on, Women's World Championship, Stephanie versus Liv.
So this is a bit of a extrapolation as far as betting favorites. The 4 main titles, both women's and both men's, from an odds perspective. I don't think any of the champions are favorites to win right now. Okay. Stephanie may be the only favorite currently. And I didn't check, but
I'll put that one up.
Yeah, put that one up. Yeah, that's one where you don't have to cross the street. You can just leave it right. This is Liv Morgan's moment. She's not going to lose. The wording in the build between these two hasn't been the greatest, but the emotion and the intensity has put it up there to a top 3 build. And yeah, that's all I need to say. I think these two are just going to absolutely go in there, and don't expect counters and sequences. They're just going to fight. And I'm here for them two just fighting and throwing it down. So La Primera will get the kiss in for a WrestleMania moment, but Liv's walking out with the title.
Oh yeah, man. I hope they have Booker T do guest commentary on that match.
I was thinking that. I was going to say that too.
That absolutely crucial. And speaking of intensity, Stephanie, slow down. I mean, you got Liv looking like a unicorn right now. She ran into her at literal Mach speed. But the story is all about Liv, winning this title, and her and her daddy Dom. I just like Liv, man. I except for that music video she did. That was a little cringy. Well, as a current musician, I felt like we were back in 1998, and she was giving us some Christina Aguilera dirty moments.
The same thing.
But I love Liv.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's saved in my YouTube search.
We're blonde, like this spank thing.
Only white girl in that search, huh, Steve?
But yeah, I feel hard-hitting match, brutal fight. I feel Liv gets her receipt in a couple of ways, and she ends up winning that match.
This is the number 2 match of the whole weekend that I'm looking forward to. So, and I'm going with Liv because the build is just there. It just brought me into it. 1 and 2 stories that did that.
Liv was almost my 1B because she's turned it up a notch, like emotionally, character-wise. Like you got the switch from the Harley type Liv to just this whole nother level. She's turned it on, so I'm going with Liv. And she's been rocking the shiner everywhere. No makeup, no nothing. War wounds. So give me Liv.
Sounds familiar. My pick was Liv even before this. Liv's been my pick since she won the Rumble. But my cousin was in Vegas last week, and he called me up and he goes, "So who's this Liv Morgan that I keep seeing plastered everywhere in Vegas right now?" And I was like, "Why? Like, where they got?" He goes, "She's everywhere. It's like everywhere I go, there's a billboard with her on something." So if that doesn't tell you right there, if she's being hyped up that much for the WrestleMania promotion.
She's
Liv for the win.
She become a company girl. So
Yeah, she's doing movies. She's music. She's doing a lot right now, and like I said, she's earned it. The work she's put in, I can do nothing but respect it. And Stephanie will be when it's all said and done, she'll be a multi-time world champion. She's had a great run, and she will get it back. But it's Liv's time right now.
Agreed. That leaves the main event. Undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton.
Cody has been absolutely burying Pat McAfee this entire week on every single media platform possible. That man said the reveal of Pat McAfee as the guy on the phone is the worst reveal in all of professional wrestling, and it makes the gobbledygooker look like Hogan joining the NWO. Literally what he said. He broke into Pat McAfee's Thunderdome and vandalized.
That was terrible.
Vandalized the
You
set.
did just that.
that was hilarious. The way Pat talked it up afterwards was hilarious.
Yeah. Pat didn't even do his normal intro into the show. It just started zoomed in on the busted open picture and that criminal Cody Rhodes. And Donald sent it over, and I immediately put heel because that's something the heel would do. All he had to do was walk in, take the title, and leave. No, he decided to pick up a Babe Ruth signed baseball bat and destroy a picture and break some other stuff. I think. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Yo.
Damn.
Oh, I'm not touching that.
I think we're starting to get some seeds planted to bigger things that may make this Pat McAfee insertion when we look at it in totality, not as bad as what it was. I appreciate Randy going out there saying what he said last night. I don't need Pat McAfee. I want Pat McAfee to try to justify it a little bit. But you see Roman and Pat shouting each other out. There's pictures of Roman cutting that promo on Punk in the backseat of the car saying, keep my name out your mouth. And it looks to be Randy Orton sitting in the passenger seat of the car. Cody and Punk with the love fest last night. I can definitely see this spilling over into a much bigger thing that leads to a War Games match. And we get a whole summer worth of storytelling between those four men setting up their teams and, that sort of thing.
Going ticket prices, though. That's the end game.
25% off. 25% off of everything.
Walmart, and he got another 35%.
There's potential with Pat just signing the contract and not looking through the contract after Randy told him to look at the contract. So there's ways for Randy to get screwed over in this somehow, and him, RKO Pat, and Pat's gone. But I don't see that happening. I got Randy Orton winning and becoming 15-time world champion tonight. I don't need Pat McAfee to insert himself in the match. I hope they do not book Pat McAfee or Jelly Roll to insert themselves in this match and just let it be Cody versus Randy. At least give the fans that. You shit on the fans with the build. At least give them the match that we've wanted for 3+ years since Cody came back in the company. But I got Orton winning and becoming a 15-time champion.
Man, we are in unison today. And even though I wore my Cody Rhodes shirt, it's time for number 15 for Randy Orton. And I also feel a Team WWE versus Team TKO vibe starting to be built and like bubbling with, TKO's guys, your Roman, your Randy, Pat versus, your kind of indie guys who both went to AEW, both kind of, left the company and coming back. So I could certainly see Randy, but once again, the whole insertion. And I hate the word insertion, by the way. It just gives me the willies. But I see maybe we could set up a Jelly Roll versus Pat McAfee match if Jelly Roll comes in.
Well, we're getting Jelly and Cody versus Pat and Randy at Backlash.
That's the rumor.
That's going to happen.
Yuck. And
Which
Jelly,
means that they're going to get involved in the main event tonight, which I don't want to see.
He's not even like big anymore, so he's not even intimidated. He's just like a guy with tattoos and bad fake teeth. So, I see Randy winning this. And maybe RKO and everybody, if Pat gets it his way, anybody can get it. So Randy wins number 15 and gets that step closer to breaking the Simmons record.
Simple prediction. WWE put it out there a couple of weeks ago when Pat came out and said, if Randy Orton loses, I'm out of here. Then they set up the match for Backlash. So if Orton loses WrestleMania, how can you set up the match for Backlash? I'm just going on stupid logic, like Jason said. Stupid logic. You already gave away your ending. Orton's going to win.
I got Orton winning. Maybe a run-in by KO. Do we see a KO return?
I don't think till after WrestleMania. I just feel
he's the hand behind everything.
Maybe his son. I don't know if you've seen his son, but he's like 7 feet tall. He looks like Abyss.
Yeah, Kevin Owens had to stand on a chair next to his son to take a photo for prom.
It is not like a tiny man, and he looked like a tiny man.
They said the son is too nice, though.
If he's got any of the talent like his dad. Jason, you good?
So, Squeeze, we're getting together tonight, so I don't have to worry about it. It's tomorrow night that I got to worry about it, but I got a VPN for that, and so can you by going through Dumb Marks Pod, get that VPN, and you can watch it on Netflix. There's a shameless plug.
So before I go into my prediction, while we're talking about that, I saw a hack online, and I tried it out last night, and it worked. if you go on to Fubo and sign up, they give you a 5-day free trial. Fubo includes ESPN Unlimited, and you get it, and it works. So I signed up. So we're watching on ESPN Unlimited tonight. And there's another little hack after that, hit me up in the comments and we can talk about, if you want to keep it going or not.
Well, you write down step by step what that hack entails, so that way I can jump on and get tomorrow night at the crib without watching it on my 15-inch laptop monitor.
So the main thing that you got to do though is before, after tomorrow, make sure you go in and cancel it after Mania. This way you don't get charged after the 5-day free trial. Yeah. I'm good either way with these guys. I'm fans of both of them. So Cody retains, fine. Randy Orton gets 15, great. I'm fine either way. If Donald, I 100% get what you're saying there with the, with the stipulation for Backlash. It's pro wrestling, so shenanigans can happen no matter what. Pat can still come in. He just won't be that would make it be like a unsanctioned match, so he can fight in there. Look, is Cody Rhodes going to lose 2 years in a row at WrestleMania in the main event?
Yes.
That's the thing that I go back and forth on. Cody's retaining.
Yes.
I could go around. I could justify Randy winning this. Trust me, I can. I've been going back and forth on it. I can go back around 5 for 5 on this one too.
Like Donald said, the simple logic. There's no way they do all this and have Randy Orton lose. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. It gives more bite to Cody. And actually, and you saw this, well, I don't know if you saw this last night because that Vegas crowd last night, that was the weakest whoa during Cody Rhodes' entrance I think I've heard since he's come back into WWE. It was like not even there unless the sound just didn't reverberate down through the TV. I think by having Randy, which he is getting booed now, and even though that boo is osmosis through Pat McAfee, he's getting booed. This does keep Cody more on that babyface side of the scales to get cheered longer, which Jelly Roll will help. Can't believe I just said that line out loud. But to take this off of the match itself and just on what they've done verbally, what they've said, and everything else, is this like the start of a not attitude era, because we can't go back to the attitude era, but is this the start of a quote unquote real era where we're getting more personal, more bravado,
It's WrestleMania season. We saw that with The Rock. Things are different whenever it's WrestleMania season. It'll go right back to the normal after.
See, I think they'll do a disservice to themselves as a company if they, once both nights end, if they take that type of heat, for lack of a better term, and go back to just your old this, that, like, let me, like, if you're going to go in and try something different. If you want to spark something and transition to something that's different, everybody's been saying how predictable you are. And what have we said on this show for years? Wrestling is best when it's real. And you have more than enough people who have backstage real life beef who go out there and make money because they know what the objective is, but don't have to talk to each other in the back. Yeah, exactly. You can implement that type of realness and storytelling on screen. At least run that type of booking through Survivor Series with War Games. Is my hope coming out of this. But
you can have hope. You can have hope.
As long as you got one guy in creative still who's acting like, the old boss. I don't believe
listening to the old boss.
Yes, speaking of that old guy acting as the boss, him and Shawn Michaels have a little sit down. It's about 35 minutes long. It's on YouTube. Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and talking about, Oba, Trick, Javon, like just booking as a whole and listening to them two talk, it's a really good 35 minutes to sit through. Where the hate comes in on Triple H is he doesn't have the freedom to book like he did in NXT, which Sean is doing now. It's a different business. You have to book differently on the main roster due to shareholders, advertisers, all the things. NXT doesn't have to worry about that as much, so they have more freedom, and that's why everybody's clamoring for Sean to take over for Hunter. And if Sean takes over for Hunter, it's the same thing. If Undertaker takes over for Hunter, it's the same thing because it's the main roster. It's everything that surrounds it as a company. So I'm not gonna. Well, yes, I will call out Hunter whenever he does dumb things. This Pat McAfee is not a Hunter I blame for. This is Ari Emanuel inserting Pat and Hunter having no choice. Do I see Hunter being head of creative for 2 years, 5 years? I don't know. He may say I'm good and walk away at that point, given everything that's gone on. But we'll see. They these 2 nights, Raw after Mania, what can you do to get everybody back in the fold because of how many people you quote unquote lost with what you've done in certain situations building up to WrestleMania?
Oh, the old guy I was talking about was Bruce Pritchard, not Hunter.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about too.
Yeah.
All right, some of us gave it, but match of the night.
Oh boy, I got a lot to. Look, I said this last week, and I've said it 2 weeks ago and 3 weeks ago. Bell to bell, both nights has the potential to be the best wrestling WrestleMania we've seen in a really long time.
Agreed.
Yes.
If I had to pick one tonight, I'm going Seth and Gunther.
Same.
But like Baskin Robbins, you got all your different flavors tonight, and the same with tomorrow night. I wouldn't be surprised if Cody and Randy still to show up until the overbooking aspect, and then that ruins match of the night material.
Storyline wise, him and what is it, Randy and Cody, or Becky and AJ for me might be the sleeper. As much as we say Becky can't wrestle, man, she puts on a hell of a match.
Is AJ fit to go that, 15, 20 minutes? Like,
I didn't enjoy their chamber match, so I'm not expecting to enjoy this one.
I know AJ has some neck issues, and you can tell they kind of protect her a lot. She rarely takes a bump. There's a lot of stand around and then put you in the Black Widow. So I could see her working from underneath and just really letting Becky have her way with her, and also, and then coming out and still in the show. But I still feel Becky wins. As far as the match of the night, it's hard to say anything other than Gunther and Seth. It's hard to argue that they're not. Robin looked like he was 2 sheets to the wind at the Hall of Fame. I don't think he's kicking anything but a habit.
Talk about a finger poke of doom moment.
But match of the night, I'm going to say Gunther and Seth. You got arguably 2 of the top 5 wrestlers on the planet with probably 20, 30 minutes to do what they do. Throw in the shenanigans.
And can we kill the narrative that Gunther has no personality and is bland?
He has a wonderful personality. He's a cocky European, an arrogant European who thinks he's the best. I hate
all he needs to be.
Yeah,
even in NXT NXT UK, he had personality.
Yeah, he's got a great personality, and when he shows that emotion, when he's not just smirking, when he's showing that emotion like he did with Seth, like, you're not the best in the world, I'm the best in the world, it comes out even more. So I think those two are going to steal the show, probably, especially being that they both feel they probably should be in the main event, so they're going to have something to prove.
Dawn, you going with Steph and Liv?
I'm going Steph and Liv. I am.
All right, that's the WrestleMania Night 1 predictions. Do we have anything else? Any quick hitters or anything before we wrap things up?
No, I don't think so.
It's hosting. Isn't he hosting? We haven't heard much. He put a cup saying "do it yourself," and I haven't heard anything else.
Seen as the host.
Him and Danhausen will have a segment or two together.
Oh, of course.
And listen. Danhausen was on ESPN. Okay.
If he
When
gets
you
that
have
blimp,
Danhausen on ESPN and the numbers that man drives on social media, he got his own blimp for God's sake.
They did do it?
They did the blimp. Yeah, not the
They
sphere.
did the blimp. They were in negotiations to have his face on the sphere, but that didn't come to fruition. Like, I don't need. While Danhausen can wrestle, yes, I don't need him to wrestle. They have made Danhausen more of a household name than what AEW ever did, and AEW is just looking at the money they lost. Because WWE, what they've made in Danhausen in 2 months is more than the contract they're paying him.
Easily. Just the shirts alone. And he's had, 30 seconds of a match since he's been back?
Got plastic mask.
But AEW is the t-shirt company.
Speaking of Danhausen and moves, Donald, I forgot to send this over in the group chat, but Topanga and Kit Wilson were doing the Kit Wilson with the hip thrust yesterday. Like, oh god, Kit Wilson out there still in Topanga.
All right, before we wrap things up, Mars, let the people know where to find you for everything again.
Absolutely. The best way to find me is right over on Instagram. It's Marz_entertainment. From there, there's an old-fashioned link tree. It has everything I'm doing from music to podcasting to directing. Got a lot of content coming out for the rest of the year. We have the first solo R&B album is out right now, available streaming on all platforms. And then on
what's the name of the album?
The Den is self-titled. So the D.E.N, the DEN. That's out streaming everywhere. You listen to music from YouTube Music to Spotify. The title is there. Please check it out. And then we have a new single dropping April 20th for the smokers called Raw Cones. It's really about world peace. No, it's about marijuana. But that's dropping April 20th. And my latest single, Top Shelf, dropped April 17th. So we got a lot of great music out there. And then I got my new music video that I'm directing for one of our artists named Johnny Raps called Big Chicks. It's about the Nia Jax type. And I think it's going to be a ode to those big BBWs that we love so much. So we got a lot of great stuff coming out at Marz_entertainment on Instagram. Is the best place to find me.
Awesome. Everybody go check that out. This is day 1 of Podomania. We're following up tomorrow, day 2, 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll give you night 2 predictions and some more discussion on what happened on night 1. And join us Monday, 6:30 p.m. We'll give you the full WrestleMania recap and then kind of give some predictions for what will happen for WrestleMania Fallout. As always, follow us on all social media at Dumb Marks Pod. And especially for today, head over to dumbmarkspod.com. If you want to buy some WrestleMania merch, use our link for WWEshop.com. Don't have ESPN Unlimited, but you have Netflix, use our link for Surfshark. Help your boys out, support the show, and always click the link for prowrestlingtees.com/dumbmarkspod. All those help support the show. So we'll follow up with our quote of the week. If you can overthink the worst, why can't you overthink the best? We'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. for night 2 predictions.